Okay, this is Brian, and yeah, the poses look okay. I think you could have thought of something different for your camera. Maybe um, try to show a little bit more depth in the set, or maybe get the character on a third. Um, let's take a look at the set in Maya. Um, it looks like a lot of the surfaces still need texture, most of them, and on this it doesn't appear to be UV mapped, so the texture is totally stretched out here. So you'll either need to UV map it or project it on. And then, these need some kind of texture. And these are all weird how they're at like a funny angle and or they met, and this one's sort of floating off the ground. And also for some reason you've combined these different surfaces. You shouldn't do that because that's going to make it harder to UV map and texture them. So I recommend you keep these as separate objects and don't combine them. But you can group them. This couch geometry is very strange. I mean, I think you need more. I don't know why this is so dense, but then this is really blocky, and you'd probably want to bevel a bunch of those to make it more rounded. Also, I mean, if you look at the proportions of the character, if he sat on that, his feet would be way off the ground, so it doesn't really look proportional to his size. Like this distance is much too big, and the cushion is much too thick. I mean, each of those could be about a third of the height they currently are, and the whole thing could be smaller. So, yeah, you just need to place things more carefully. I mean, this thing's floating off the ground. So, uh, yeah, so generally, I like that you've done some curtains, I guess, but generally, I think more textures, more carefully built objects with better proportions, and just more detail, maybe some smaller objects around to populate the set. So I think you could do a bit more on this.